welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tehrani. Thanks for watching today. We're coming to you from San Jose, and on our program is Ron Spector, who's the CEO of Fordela. How are you, Ron?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Nice to meet you.
So thank you for being on our program. I just thought we would start off by hearing about Fordela and what the company does.
Sure. Fordela is a cloud-based digital asset management company. We've got a solution for enabling enterprises to manage their rich media assets, so that's video, audio, and images. Do it in a very scalable, cost-effective manner through a very easy-to-use, intuitive interface. And it really is for gathering all of these disparate assets into one central repository, making user groups and control aspects for controlled distribution of that content rather than just posting it on YouTube where anybody and everybody can see it. So it's really for marketing, communications, investor relations, training, product training, any type of internal communication or communication to partners or customers. We're a complete central solution, and we're 100% cloud-based. So we're really on the leading edge of cloud and DAM.
Now, what sorts of customers need your services? Is it based upon size? Is it based upon the size of their library that they have of content, of multimedia content, or the number of users? How do you figure out the right type of customer for your products?
Well, actually, that is a challenge because it's a horizontal solution. It really, because it's cloud-based, it can be used by a small enterprise all the way through to the largest companies in the world. So we do have the capability to manage massive libraries. Again, we are based in the cloud, so the storage and the ability to stream content is really limitless. And we also are able, because of our cost structure, to serve the same type of capabilities for a small company. So in terms of verticals, ad agencies, certainly media companies, e-learning, training companies, but then a high technology company that wants to train its employees, or CEO communications, or wants to develop Marcom and distribute that in a controlled fashion. So it really is broad-based, and it really is department-specific rather than size-specific.
Now, you mentioned the word streaming, which immediately got me thinking. Do I optimally upload all of my content to your site?
Yeah, what you do is you would ingest or upload all of your content library into Fordela, into the system. It sits in the cloud, so you automatically have backup and disaster recovery, and you've really mitigated the risk of having all of your content in one place. It's then distributed across the cloud, and it can be accessed 24/7 globally through anybody who has a browser-based device, whether it be mobile or a computer or any other device that will come along and be browser-based.
So speaking of any other device, you've got a bunch of Apple devices now that don't play Flash, and video has, one of the ways of storing video has been Flash. It's been fairly popular. What do you do in that scenario where an enterprise has an archive of Flash content, but they decide they want to see it on iPods?
Well, what we do is we allow you to re-encode that content into any file format that you wish, and it's done in the cloud, and it's done essentially by a content manager. So they can grab a master file that's uploaded into the system that may be a Flash file, and they can literally just choose either from a predefined menu that we give them or add a new file format. It'll be sent off into the cloud, it'll re-encode and come back as whatever file format they want, and then it can be distributed to anybody in any device.
Now, the challenge potentially is that when you have a web page that is displaying Flash, you get to see, generally speaking, you'll see a little rectangular photo of the video and then a little play button that you would click on, but you may not get that if you have an Apple device. So I'm just trying to understand that in that particular situation, what do companies do to be able to have this content be visible on all devices?
Well, literally, you take the master file and you re-encode it into any file format. So for example, there is an iPhone default. So you can re-encode the file into an iPhone-compatible video format. It then downloads to either the device or plays off of our servers onto the device. And you'll get whatever file format is appropriate either for the mobile device or the PC or the Mac or any other device. So all this is done on the fly and in the cloud.
And what sort of user interface do we have to manage all of this content?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because we just released the version 3.0 of the Fordela VMS. And we think we have probably the most beautiful, in fact, the quote was aesthetically stunning, user interface, which is really a highly intuitive, easy to use, and beautifully designed interface so that you or I, without any technical knowledge, could actually ingest content, authorize use content, set up user groups, and distribute that content without any technical requirements. It's a very beautiful interface. And
how big is this company?
We're relatively small. The company has been around since 2006. We're still pretty lean in terms of headcount. And the latest rev of the product is really, we're getting a lot of press for it because it is a leading application.
It's visually stunning.
And it's visually, aesthetically stunning, yes, absolutely.
So we've got about 30 seconds left. What's next after the new release?
Well, we're continuing to add features and functionality. So our next release is, because we're cloud-based, they happen pretty quickly. So it's happening early August. And we're adding capability to do different file formats than what we currently do in terms of additional audio and imaging. We will have compatibility with additional enterprise class management systems so that you can come in through your existing content management layer if you're an enterprise, rather than having to interface through our system. You can come in through your existing system and it will talk to each other. And we're adding a whole lot of other features and functionalities that the world will find out about in about 30 days.
Awesome. Thanks for being on the program today.
It's
We
been
hope
a
to have
pleasure.
you back.
Thank you very much.